Anin Bushel, so in our base imitation of Casa Chippewa, Casa, and Migasin to them, it will bash him on a scargamic saiganing. We didn't die. You go chain him, no go much or no nego, as you ever could. No, they say I am scargamic saiganing. Good morning, Chair Simpson and rest of the panel here. All of our friends here, my name is Darrell G, Seki Sr, Chairman of Red Lake Nation. Wemigwase for this opportunity to testify today. I have testified before this subcommittee many times, and I'm proud to say that you have always worked in bipartisan way to do the best you can to uphold your trust and treaty obligations to Indian country. And I believe all of you to continue this tradition. As I do every year, I bought the Red Lake treaties and the United States Constitution outlining the trust responsibility of the federal government to our tribe. This is not to be an attack on anyone, but a friendly reminder that it is your responsibility to uphold these agreements together that was done by your commissioners of state of Minnesota with our chiefs. I am here to remind you the unique needs of our community, that you must work tirelessly to provide robust funding for Indian affairs and to again reject the President's proposed cuts to these critical agencies. Mandatory funding for tribes, not discretionary. I have 5 requests that support the basic needs of Red Lake, 17,000 plus tribal members. First, I ask that you fully fund BIE at $32.6 billion as supported by the Tribal Interior Budget Council. This funding reflects the actual cost data for 31 programs essential to promoting the public safety, education, and well-being for our tribe. Second, I ask you to continue to support the Tiwai initiative. Tiwai is critical to ensuring that Red Lake and 65 other tribes can keep their tribal members safe, reunify families to give them a chance to heal together, provide education, job training to make productive citizens, and more importantly, give them hope and the desire to be healthy contributors to this country. In the last 7 years, Red Lake has had 70% reduction in our home replacement of our kids. We have no youth suicide in 5 years. We are making the meaningful change our members need. For this reason, we ask you not to only continue funding Tawahi for Red Lake and the other pilot tribes, but to make Tawahi permanent, expand it so all tribal members, no matter where they live, have the same opportunities to heal and become change makers in their communities. When we have full funding for these efforts, everyone is better. This is how we break the intergenerational trauma. This is how we heal. This is how we become better partners. Third, we need your help to keep our community safe. I feel like a broken record on this ask, and it saddens me that no one is listening. Non-Indian drug dealers are taking advantage of our jurisdictional gaps in our homeland simply because we are tribal governments. They know that with our lack of jurisdiction over them, coupled, papers are stuck together here, with shortfalls in BIA funding, that they can get away. They can kill our family members and simply walk away. No one here should feel good about this. We have to look at our family members, our citizens, in the eyes and tell them we are doing everything we can. I wish you were there every time we are with these families, because I know we can do more. This is no longer an ask. I need you to support us in expanding special criminal jurisdiction over non-Indians. I need fully funding our BIA public safety programs. When we keep Indian country safe, everyone else is more safe. That example, that is why so many of our people, Native people, enlist in the military to keep Americans safe. Let us Indian people fight at home to make our people safe too. Overturn the Oliphant Law of 1978. This would allow tribes to prosecute non-members who violate our tribal laws, bringing in dangerous drugs, especially fentanyl, also abusing our women and our children. Fourth, we ask you to continue supporting advance appropriation, fully fund the Indian Health Service at $74 billion to support efforts to expand self-governance and non-IHS programs. Education as well. Tribal college are very important to our people pursuing higher education. Fifth, I want to discuss annual pay cost additions. For the last 25 years, administration budget requests have often failed to include the full amount of pay costs. This subcommittee is on record calling these hidden decreases and warning about the need to enact full pay costs in all future budgets to stem the staffing and program declines experienced by interior agencies and tribes. To make matters even worse, Congress froze all pay costs in FY 24 and 25, causing irreversible damage and denying tribes the ability to provide cost of living adjustment for critical positions, including our police, fire departments. I am calling on you to put a stop to this in 2027 to enact full and robust pay costs, whether or not the administration requests. Jimmy, great for allowing me to say a few words for our constituents, but I want you to remind you again the treaties and the United States Constitution. It says that you will take care of us health care, welfare, education, and housing. But for decades, the United States government has promised these, and they have failed for decades. It's time for all of you, no matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, or independent, to do the right thing for tribes that are in the United States Constitution and do the right thing. Jimmy Gwetch.
Thank you, Darrell. Michael.